Hello, this is Pete, or Kenshin1913, and this is another Kenshin1913 vlogs from Kenshin1913. Anyways, I figured I wanted to tell this story, alright? It's a very humorous story about video games, as some of them are going to be about on this channel. Anyways, warp yourself back. Warp yourself back. Let's see, hold on. I'm going to try and make this fancy. Okay, so warp yourself back. Warping back and back into the future, or into the past, actually. Actually, let me shut this off. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this. I'll learn how to use this program a little better later. But anyways, warp yourself back into the past, into 1997. That's right, that was the year the Nintendo 64 was around, alright? And basically what it was about was they were coming out with this new game called Star Fox 64. Now me and my brother wanted this game so bad because it looked so awesome, and it came with a Rumble Pack, which was something that was never seen before on video games ever. And so we were like really excited because me and my brother, we used to get Nintendo Power Magazine, and they would talk about how awesome this game was going to be. So we wanted to get it. And the thing was, our mom wasn't going to get it for us because that's how parents are sometimes. They don't want to get stuff for you just like willy-nilly. They're not going to get it. So me and my brother came up with a scheme or devised a plan to get us to get the game. So what we ended up doing was coming up with a contract. Okay, so that it would be a contract that if we did a certain thing, that my mom or my dad would get us Star Fox 64 with the Rumble Pack, because it was like the hottest new game coming out, and we wanted it because it was friggin' amazing. So actually, it's kind of funny because I have it right here. Now, the thing that I used to do as a kid, I still do it now. You know, when you're doing chores, I like to vacuum. I use the vacuum and vacuum up the house. And usually when I vacuum, because our house was pretty big, for a regular sized house, there's a lot of furniture. My brother would help move the furniture. Sometimes he wouldn't. So we came up with this contract here. That's right, it's on cardboard. And we came up with this contract here, and I'm just going to kind of read it to you. Okay? So it says, so we came up with this thing, and we gave it to our mom. And it says, I, Stephen, I'm not going to give you the last name, will hereby help Peter, that's me, pick up whenever he asks. If his mom, Paula, and then she put the date here, 7/17/97, buys Star Fox 64, and as you can see, I underlined that pretty good, with the Rumble Pack. That's important right there. The Rumble Pack at Caldors. Does anyone remember Caldors? That was an old store way back when, for $59.99. Look at that. You remember how by $59.99 for the game? Jeez. By Thursday, July 10th, 1997. So basically, we made this contract with my mom that we would clean up the house whenever my mom asks. Okay, and so basically, it's my brother's name, my mom's name, I was a witness, and then my little sister was a witness. And so we had her sign this, and then just to add some stuff, we made an addendum, which I spelled addendum wrong because I didn't know how to spell it at the time. I don't know how old I was at the time. If one side, I was 13 or something. Anyways, if one side of the party doesn't hold up their end of the bargain, the party of Steven will cry, and the party of Mom will put the game in the shitter and flush it several times. That's what I wrote. Isn't that funny? That's great. And then it says and down here, big A-N-D, and I will get $1 from the first party, which totals to $5. I don't even remember what that was from, but that's pretty funny. So we ended up getting Star Fox 64, and it's actually probably one of the best games, at least in my opinion, one of the best games. There's like 4 super good games on the Nintendo 64, and that was one of them. So let's flash forward. Let's flash forward 10 years. Okay, Nintendo Wii comes out. Alright, biggest, hottest item out there, video game system, selling like hotcakes. This is when that Wii first came out. Sound like hotcakes. We could not find one, but we wanted one because our friend had it. Went over, played Wii Sports, and had a ton of fun playing it. So we were like, Mom, let's get this. Now, for funsies, my brother, he had a job. I don't remember if I had a job at the time. I think I was still in school. Anyways, we decided to do another version of the contract. This was actually just for more fun, and we ended up just making another contract here. And it says 11/11/07. It says, I, Steven, and underneath, we got a little more fancy. We put party 1 underneath, and then we put the date. And Victoria, party 2, will help Peter, again me, party 3, vacuum on a Sunday or Saturday whenever Peter cleans. Okay, because again, I was the guy who was always vacuuming the house, making sure it was clean and everything. No one else vacuums. Anyways, and then it says, it's mandatory that Stephen or Victoria will help Peter clean. In return, the party of Paula, my mom, or party number 4, will help buy a Nintendo Wii effective 11/18/07. Isn't that funny? That's great. And then we had us all sign, and then my dad was the witness down here. And then we had an amendment, but we never ended up putting anything. And then expires. See, now this was one thing with the old contract. That we did not think about as teenagers. There was no expiration date on this contract. That's right. So my mom could still technically hold us up to this contract even to this day, which is pretty funny. But this one, we came up with a thing. It expires 2012. So 11/11/2012. So this is a 5-year contract. So actually, it's coming up now. So although that's been broken quite a bit. I mean, my brother's moved out, and my sister doesn't really help do the vacuuming. But yeah, I figured this would be an amusing story because back as teenagers, we were trying to think of something. How could we get our hands on Star Fox 64 with the Rumble Pack? And this was the way we did. We bargained with our mom, and she let us get it. And then she's the coolest mom. She's freaking awesome. And yeah, and again, we bargained with our mom. This was more of a joke, this contract, but we bargained with our mom once again because we gotta have negotiations, like sports athletes and then the owners. They gotta have a negotiations every once in a while to make sure they're getting their proper dues. So this has been Pete, or Kenshin 1913, and this has been my vlog about Star Fox, my Star Fox 64 experience. So I will see you later. Bye-bye. And you know what? Why not? Whoa!